This segment of DelamarvaLife is brought to you by your local York and LG dealers.
Okay, so did you know that the first functional definition of air conditioner was created in 1908? Now, wouldn't it be awesome if we were worried about our air conditioning right now instead of our heat?
I know,
Sure.
right?
Oh.
Actually, now is the perfect time to be thinking about your heating and air conditioning, especially after the seemingly longer than normal winter. And joining us today to talk about our spring maintenance around the house is Dwayne Willie, comfort consultant for Austin Cox Home Services. Thanks, Dwayne.
Hi, good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
So it really is important to keep up on our HVA system, heating and cooling.
Yeah, absolutely. We recommend that you continue to have your system maintained, twice a year, spring, before the summer, then also fall time, but leading into the winter, just to make sure that you're getting peak efficiencies with your system and that it's working correctly.
Right. So this winter, it will not die. It seems like it's getting brutal. Is this having a greater impact on our systems at home?
Yeah, absolutely. It's causing your systems to work harder, causing them to run longer. So it's just putting a harder load on the unit.
Right.
The fan motors, the condensers, the compressors, if you have your heat pumps running, gas furnaces, causing them to run longer and work harder. So it is putting a strain on those units.
So what can we do? I guess starting with the inside, what can we do inside?
Well, inside the home, we recommend that you change your filters. Check them every month. Make sure you do that. Oh yeah, check your thermostats. Make sure your thermostat's giving you the correct temperature. Make sure its settings are right. Checking all the filters every month. Again, like I said, what I recommend is that you date those filters so that you know when to change them. You can check it. That way, every month you're keeping up on that to have the best indoor air quality.
Do it monthly.
Right.
Is there anything, I mean, I'm not an HVAC guy. Is there anything I can do outside to help the system?
Yeah, absolutely. What I recommend is just checking around the condenser. Yeah. First of all, make sure there's no leaves and debris around that unit.
Okay.
Making sure that you keep the bushes and the shrubs kind of away from growing into the condenser.
Okay.
That's important. We suggest you have the coils cleaned, the condenser coil, and then also in the indoor unit, the evaporator coils.
All right, we have some video to show you of inside where you can see some, I guess, dirt and some black, and we want to know, is this something that we should be alarmed about, and is it something as simple as changing a filter?
Okay.
Now take a look at this. Tell us what we're seeing there.
Okay, well, you've got
It ain't pretty.
No, you've got a ceiling grill there that you're getting quite a bit of, looks like dirt and grime coming to that grill. Typically what's causing that is bad indoor air quality. Okay, it could be a dirty coil, it could be dirty filter like you said, could be the blower motor has gotten dirty. All these things we recommend, if you're having those things cleaned and maintained, you should see that a whole lot less. But we recommend that you have that checked, get your ductwork checked. Right. Make sure that you're not getting poor air quality because you're breathing that in.
Is there mold and stuff in that too?
Well, there can be. I don't want to set people on alarm, that it's mold, but there could be, some mildew. If you're getting water in the system, inside the ductwork, if you start to have a cold, wet, damp area, you can start to build and grow mold and mildew.
Right.
But not to alarm people. Typically, it's more a dirty coil and things
nasty.
like that. Yeah, and just needs to be cleaned. So when you're getting proper maintenance, you shouldn't see that as often.
Okay, so there's some things that we can do at home. We can do it ourselves. But there are some things that, because we're not trained experts, we need to get someone in who is to take care of it for us, right? Like what? What would they do?
Okay, well, like I said before, we highly recommend that you have a professional come in.
Right.
When that professional's in, he's going to tighten all the electrical connections. Make sure that you're not getting, a loose connection that would cause a short, anything like that. He'll lubricate all the parts, make sure that there's not friction, causing energy costs to increase.
Okay. Right.
Also, he'll check all the drain lines, the condensate lines. We'll make sure that they're all blown out so there's not anything inside of them clogging them up.
Right.
Because if you get a clogged drain line, you can possibly get water damage in the house.
Ooh.
Or then you can start to build water inside of the unit, the indoor unit, and that's where you start to see a mildew or a mold issue.
Oh, okay.
So you definitely want to have that taken care of.
Okay, so the bottom line, get somebody in there now to take care of all this, because believe it or not, we're going to see those 99-degree temperatures this summer.
Certainly hope so.
Dwayne, thank you so much.
Thank you. Pleasure
Great
being here.
information.
And if you would like more information on what Dwayne talked about and more information on Austin Cox Home Services, go to our website, DelamarvaLife.com, and click on the show tab.
Now, all that work around the house might have you building up an appetite. Well, there is nothing like a big old juicy burger to fill up your belly. Up next, we are in the kitchen with Jake's Wayback Burgers to throw a few of them together.
Oh yeah, Delmarva Life, we'll be right back.